Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for joining us on the live this morning. Feel free to comment any questions as we check in with your latest weather forecast, or let me know where you're watching from. This morning in Jackson, we're continuing to see blue skies all across central Mississippi, and we're going to be heating up fast today. Mainly sunny skies throughout the morning time. That will lead to 80s all this morning, continuing to warm through the middle 90s by lunchtime. Even some friends closer to the upper 90s the farther south that you go into the Pine Belt. We'll keep around mainly dry conditions today, and that means that we won't get as many chances for a nice cool off. A heat advisory is going to be in place because we're watching some potentially dangerous heat for counties along as well as west of Highway 49. Again, this is for heat indices upwards of 105. Some friends could be closer to 110 degrees. This will be throughout the morning hours. That'll start at 10 a.m. throughout 7 p.m. tonight. And that is, again, due to feels like temperatures in the triple digits. So if you have any kids that are going to a camp outside, or even anybody who has to work outside extensively, make sure that you're packing some extra hydration with them this morning. Wear light and loose fitted clothing, as well as take lots of breaks and find shade if you can. We'll continue to keep around the dry conditions throughout the morning. Again, very slim chances for rain today, about 20% area wide. Again, I know that doesn't look like 20% on your next weather maker right there at 3 o'clock this afternoon, but notice that all those light blue values are very light rain, and with the high heat, some of it may evaporate before it ever reaches the surface. So stray sprinkles are possible at best, maybe 1 or 2 storms, but we're not expecting really anything to write home about. It'll stay mainly in the afternoon hours. Some could continue into the commuting hours, but overall we look to be mainly dry today. You'll be one of the lucky ones actually if you get in on those showers, because it'll give you a nice cool down from that heat. We are watching for heat advisories possible into tomorrow as well, with feels like temperatures near 107. Feels like temperatures will continue to dwindle heading into the latter half of the work week. Could feel like 105 Thursday, but I do have my doubts about that because we are expecting more rain heading into the weekend, and it's actually going to be included with a surge of tropical moisture. That's why we'll see rain and storms Thursday, Friday, and I do think that we're expecting more rain and storms Saturday than is depicted in that panel. Now, this is all due to a system that we're watching right now. It is off the eastern coast of Florida, right off the coast of Orlando. It'll continue to push west across the Florida Peninsula into the northern Gulf. It does have a medium chance of developing over the next 2, but also the next 7 days. So this is Invest now. It's off the coast of Orlando. We'll continue to watch it track across the peninsula throughout today and Wednesday. And notice that most of our weather models has this mentioned rainfall in south and eastern Louisiana right around Thursday morning. In those darker orange shades, or is that very deep tropical moisture. So that's bringing up a lot of dew points in the upper 70s possible, as well as rain chances for Thursday morning. Those tropical tracks will continue to push west. Most of our models in the most recent run at 6 a.m. this morning now are having the system push to our west. So that means that we're going more so along the Mississippi River, but even cut natches. But either way, it's going to bring a lot of moisture into our area. The positioning of this storm will be very important because with the latest track that we're expecting, the model consensus would have our area, since we're east of the storm, having some more robust thunderstorms. Of course, heavy rain is not out of the picture, but also we could have some gusty winds being on the right side of that storm. So we'll continue to watch this. We're not looking at this really being a tropical storm for very long. It could be a tropical storm for a few hours, but the likelihood of it being a tropical depression with winds around 30 miles per hour are very likely. So we'll continue to watch that, but as of right now, we're not watching a hurricane by any means. So I don't want you to think that. The main threat with this system is going to be the flash flooding risk. We're expecting some heavy rain over the course of 2 to 3 days. More so south of 20 is in a slight risk for flash flooding for your Friday, and a lot more of central Mississippi gets in on that risk for your Saturday. So mainly friends west of 59 are at risk for some heavy rain and flash flooding for Saturday. We'll continue to monitor this, but as always, the farther south that you go, that's going to be the chances for the greatest rain accumulation, upwards of 3 inches possible down towards the Pine Belt. For us here along the I-20 corridor, closer to 1 to 2 inches. I definitely could see this being bumped up in some locally higher amounts. So again, if you're in a low-lying area, an urban area, watch out for that flash flooding Friday and Saturday. Of course, Storm Team 12 will keep you updated with this system, but as of right now, we're expecting heavy rain with the system, and we'll continue watching the storm chance. We're going to be mainly dry for today and tomorrow. Again, very isolated rain chances are possible. Middle 90s will eventually drop to the low 90s with lots of rain chances to end off your work week and weekend. So if you have any outside plans for the weekend, I suggest maybe doing them on Sunday. That's when our rain chances will continue to dwindle, and heading into this next work week, rain chances will dwindle even more to about 20% by next Tuesday. Again, we'll keep you updated with this Invest 93L and stay up to date as we track it out over the next few days. Hope you have a great Tuesday, and I'll talk to you tomorrow morning.